fight for 13, it doesn't faze you. Find a way to win this game tonight.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. In today's episode, we finally talk about my favorite big of all time again. It's been here quite a while, 6 months to be precise. And in this episode, I want to take a look at NBA legends giving their opinion about how good Hakeem Olajuwon really was. And I found some new clips that you hopefully haven't seen before. So the first player's opinion that we're going to take a look at is actually from a New York Knicks rival. Greg Anthony, who's now a TV analyst, obviously has a great opinion about Hakeem Olajuwon. Let's take a look.
The Dream, man, was kind of a freak of nature. I had never seen a human being that big with his footwork, his quickness, and his instincts. He had the best ball instincts of any big man I'd ever seen. And he also had incredible hands. And you know, the footwork is legendary, but his instincts, you know, the ability to get deflections, steals, blocks, he was a game changer in so many ways. And he really, in a lot of ways, redefined that position. You know, we talk a lot about positionless basketball in the Days era. The Dream was one of the first that really brought that to the forefront.
When I played against Hakeem, who was my idol, I showed him too much respect. You know, when you're battling against a person, you show people respect by showing them none. But Hakeem was just, instead of bowling him in his face, I play, you know. Instead of doing my move, when I turn, knock his teeth out his mouth, and it lost. But it taught me a valuable lesson. It taught me that if I ever get back to that position again, to dominate. And that's what I did.
I was gonna ask you about Hakeem. Have you ever guard Hakeem?
Dream? Yeah, I had to guard Dream.
How did that go for you?
It was all right. Reason being, you know, Dream has a lot of faith. So mentally, stay down. Force him to make a hard shot, stay down. As I became a veteran and became more wise in the league, of course, he lost his step in his last couple years. So yeah, that was the thing, stay down. You know he gonna give you that. He gonna give you everything.
Every great player came to UCLA to play. Moses Malone, you name it, they all came up. Dominique, Isaiah, Mark Aguirre, you name them, they all came to run. And I remember Hakeem came, and Hakeem was late. And you know, we had a rule, you can't come after a certain time, you can't get on a team, because there were so many NBA players.
That's Hakeem, though.
So I know that's what everybody said too, right? And I said, man, I'm sorry, man, they already got all the teams and we're playing. Man, do you know he got so mad the next day he came? Remember, he must have blocked about 20 shots. I mean, he just was so upset. He said, Magic, I just want to play and you didn't let me play. So he just dominated the action. I mean, that's how great it was, pickup games back in the day.
You think about when Dream first got in the league. Dream, you know, a punch was $25. And people forget, Dream used to fight almost every freaking game. He would put his hands on people. Go back and look at the tape.
He not just swinging. Like,
he put like, da-da. Yeah. We playing the Clippers one time. Randy was on the Clippers, and he was talking trash to Dream. And Dream was like, calm down. And then they touched Dream. Don't touch me. He touched Dream again. Dream hit him with a two-piece so fast, and Randy fell on the ground. And he got up, and he looked at him and ran to Norman. What was Norm's name? With Norman, that played for the Clippers. And Norm was like the enforcer for the Clippers. Like everybody was scared of him. He was like, "Who hit you? Dream? Never mind."
I remember him being kind and cool and all this, and I remember thinking, like, I've never seen this quickness. Like, I don't
all the coaches I ever had, shut up. You don't know what you're talking. All my boys, shut up, because this right here is some 3,000 futuristic, type moves. And he was just so quick.
The run that we had in the back-to-back years, it was parallel to Michael Jordan. He was the best basketball player on the planet for 2 years, bar none. He could do everything on the basketball court, handle the basketball, shoot it, defend, pass, and be part of a team.
I've never seen a player as raw as he was from college, and then when he got to the league, was as polished as he was. Like, you see raw guys and you say, okay, they're going to have a wow. They can't walk and chew gum at the same time, but that wasn't him. Obviously, with his soccer background, his basic understanding of the game, so he hasn't been, manipulated, he hasn't gotten the wrong kind of coaching. He just had a distinct love for the game. And as a competitor against him, it was frightful. I mean, you think you have a layup and he'd be 4 feet off of you and you have a good angle and he'll still block you.
So you go to Houston, obviously get to play with Hakeem Olajuwon. Yeah. When we look at some of the greatest players in the NBA history, it always seems like the Dream's name is getting overlooked. Do you feel like he don't get the love that he deserves from basketball?
Yeah, that's just crazy. That's unbelievable, man. I mean, he got to be in the top 5 centers ever to play this game, man. So yeah, quiet, humble guy. Didn't say a lot, wasn't in the spotlight like that. Didn't want all that shit. Yes. So I think that's what hindered him a little bit. But I mean, totally great person when he became Muslim.
Let me give you our scouting report for Hakeem Olajuwon. Earl Cureton said he's 2 people. We got Hakeem, who give you the shake, and then I got to guard Olajuwon on the block.
Seriously, that's true. You know what? They should have did that. 2 scouting reports. One with the goggles on, the goggles.
I got Hakeem and Olajuwon.
In '96, I was on the Olympic team, and we had Lenny Wilkins, and we didn't practice. So every day, Hakeem and I would play one-on-one. And his footwork was crazy, but he would tell me that he would take the footwork and the discipline of a guard and take that into the block. And so it all comes back to what we're saying. You see the athleticism, you see the shimmy and all that, but it's fundamentals. It's footwork, fundamental basics. And he would take the guard footwork and say, I just do what you do, but I do it on the block. And he was one of the best to ever do it.
What I can say about Hakeem Olajuwon is he has arguably the best footwork of any center this game has ever seen. The inside, the outside jabs, beautiful balance. He could face you up and drill shots. Beautiful back to the basket game. Always giving you that dream shake.
That dream shake, it was one of the best moves from a big man that I've seen because it was so fluid. It was fluid. It wasn't any kind of no, it was like bam, spin, jumper. I mean, it was like clockwork. The dream shake was, he was a nightmare. I'm glad I didn't have to guard him. I'm sure the bigs used to be like, hey man, forget that game plan. If he get cooking, y'all better come. I remember Eldon said, y'all better get y'all. Okay, let him do that again and don't nobody come help. If Sam or Kenny Smith beat you, I ain't helping you. So you have to go help.
He perfected that move off the dribble, off the catch. It's a devastating move to his opponents. He has so many counters off that one move. He can come in with a quick spin to the baseline. He can counter with the dream shake, fade away, step over. There was so many counters to that move, but it was amazing to watch. It was amazing. I'm playing a one-on-one. He posted me up. He did it on everyone.
Oh man, you got a camera?
He outplayed some of the greatest centers to ever lace up sneakers. He was so good that he was chosen over Michael Jordan. Much of what Joel Embiid is doing today, he was doing 30 years ago. I'm telling you, you kids just don't know how good Hakeem Olajuwon was.
So how good is Hakeem Olajuwon in my opinion? Well, I said it a few times on my show already, and I know that this is a very controversial opinion, but in my opinion, he's the greatest big of all time. And I know that there are guys like Shaquille O'Neal, Will Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, and those guys, but I'm 100% sure if Hakeem would have played with a Magic Johnson, a James Worthy, and those guys, he also would have won more than 2 championships. And when it comes to the skill set, there's nobody as versatile on the big position as Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. But you can post your opinion in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the sponsor of today's episode, and hopefully I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.